Hello, we're going to walk through how to create your Delaware Digital Identity at mydelaware.gov. And what we're going to do is we're going to log into the URL that we're going to be using, which is cemeteries.delaware.gov. Once you go to that URL, what it's automatically going to do is it is going to attempt to log you in. And when it goes to log you in, it's going to bring you right here to the My Delaware login screen. Since none of us will have an account to start off with, what we're going to do is we're going to click on Sign Up. You'll see that we have a form here. There are a couple fields that are optional, but what we're going to do is walk through the elements of the form. The first thing is that the email address that we're going to use has to be a personal email address that only you have access to. We are not going to want to use anything associated with Delaware.gov, so it's going to be a personal email address. It also should not be an email address that is a shared inbox. It should be one that you and only you have access to. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in a password. Now the password requirements are here. It has to be at least 8 characters, 1 lowercase character, at least 1 uppercase character, a number. You cannot use any parts of your username, and you also cannot include your first name. I have a secure password already in place, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste that in. But you are going to want to make sure that both passwords match. The little eye icon you have here, if you're unsure of what you've typed in, both up top for the password and confirm password, you can click on that and it will show you the password that you have on file. Now your primary phone is optional, but you do have the ability to put in a primary phone here. Phone numbers are to be entered in without dashes, so they'll just be regular numbers put in. It should be 10 digits, and that's all you'll put in. You're going to put in your first name, and you're going to put in your last name. The next thing you have the ability to do is to enter in your street address. So this should be the address of the funeral home that you are working from, so that we can keep it on file here. I'm going to remove the phone number that's here due to autocomplete. Scroll back down. You're going to have to put in the street address, the city, the zip code. You're also going to want to select a state. You're also going to want to select the country. And most importantly, when you come to account purpose, you're going to put for myself. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to click on Sign Up. Now, it is important to note that you're going to get an email confirmation that goes to the email address you provided when you're going to sign up. There are now a couple of steps that we have here where we need to go through and we need to verify and authenticate the account. Almost everyone here should use email. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Setup. When you click on Setup, what it's going to do is it is going to send an email that's going to have a link for you to activate your account. Now this email will go through and it's going to have a green Activate Your Account button. Once you have that in place, what's going to happen, and I'm going to paste it in here so that you can see it, it is now taken away the ability for me to set up email as my second form of authentication. Now there are a couple other options that we do have here as well. You can use a Google Authenticator. This will require you to go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and download the Google Authenticator or the Okta verification method. It's important to note that this is software that's put on your mobile device. It's going to require you to scan a QR code to be able to set it up and tie it in correctly. And this is something that you can use if you do not want to get an email or if you don't want to get a text sent to your phone number to verify and to log in. So these two options here are going to require additional software. If you feel comfortable, you're able to enter in your personal cell phone. It should be a phone that has the ability to receive SMS messages. You can put this in here. And then depending on your computer setup, you can also set up a key or biometric authenticator. Each one of these is going to be unique to you. So for your account, the Google Authenticator will be on your device and it'll be tied to your account and your email. Same thing with Okta Verify, and then also your phone and your biometric scanner. Now I'm going to go back to sign in. So when I go to sign in here, it's important to note that I'm going to want to use the email address that I used when creating the account. We're then going to click on Next. Then I'm going to have a password that I need to enter in. So we're going to want to use the password we used when we signed up, and we're going to go ahead and click on Verify. You'll notice here that it also is requiring me to set one of these items up here. So we do have email, but we are now required to add an additional way to set up. I'm going to go ahead and use my cell phone. When I click on this, what's going to happen is I'm going to receive a SMS message that'll come through, and it'll be a 6-digit code. Then we're going to click on verify. Now that we have that, we also have the ability to come through, and we still have another option here. We can set up a security question if we want to. We can still set up any of these 3 items here, or we can click on continue. By clicking on continue, we're now logged in, and then we'll be redirected to the dashboard